Okay, welcome back, everybody. Happy Monday. Got your attention. All right, we're back. We're 23% of the way through the semester. And now, as I previously stated, I'll start. This week is the last week. I'll lecture today and tomorrow, just dealing with getting us acclimated into the space and getting you into understanding how your stations are organized, because we have our first lab this week. The lab this week, okay, is intended to just have you get comfortable in this space, okay? It's not an overly complex lab. It is focused on measuring, okay? And so, it's very basic, but the idea is for you just to find your way to being comfortable in this learning space. So you start to learn where things are located and how the space operates. So again, we're pretty much a quarter of the way through the semester, and basically from this week forward for the next 13 weeks, we are in labs. Okay, we have labs every week from here going forward. Okay, talking about grades, I did the grade update on Friday instead of today, just because I wanted to use it to inform my decisions on Tiger Time requests. And so you can see labs or periods 1 and 4. We need to engage 2, 3, and 5. We have some opportunity for growth. The goal is to get everybody to passing as quickly as possible, so then we can open up that opportunity to sustain passing grades for 4 weeks, which gets you into the pizza party at the end of the semester and gets you exempt from cleaning. So I just want to draw your attention to the fact that there is some opportunity there for growth. And some of the assignments, I gave you time during class last week, and some students didn't use that time productively. And so I'll continue to try to monitor that. I will spend time going through the room today and looking at your grades. And so later on, we'll pull Chromebooks out, we'll look at grades, and I'll give you some coaching on what you missed, okay? The other thing that I do typically on Mondays, most of the weeks of the semester, is I give you a glimpse into the industry. And so I do an industry overview video, and it's just a look into some career pathway in the hospitality industry. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this week's video here.
Well, it's all very regional, right? I mean, what kind of food do you cook
just
here?
Just a little bit, but can I have the white? I would like to try the white. You see, this is my British accent.
Can we do a chin-chin? We didn't even do a chin-chin. And...
C'est pas mal, ça. Là, les yeux.
Oh, les yeux.
Where do French diplomats eat to get a taste of France in Washington, D.C.? Actually, they don't have to leave the office. Just north of historic Georgetown, hidden within the French embassy, is a 6-table restaurant serving embassy workers and visiting diplomats. And it's open to people like you and me, if you know how to get in. The embassy is technically French soil, even though it's in the heart of Washington, D.C. But you can't use your passport to get in. You'll need a French Embassy frequent diner membership card. We'll show you how to get one. This secret table is so secret, we can't even show you the security inside. So here's our graphic representation. Now let's go to France for lunch, without leaving Washington, D.C.
Petit Bouchon! Bonsoir! Nice to see you. Oh, thank you. It's so beautiful.
You recognize Mark?
I recognize Mark, of course. My friend, the chef. Two kisses. Like the French.
Can we sit? Can you sit in the middle?
We're on French soil right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm your guest.
Bienvenue. Bienvenue.
Merci.
On most days, the restaurant is only open for lunch. You can also reserve it for a private dinner.
we are here to make sure that French culture, tradition, food, wine, region, anything about France is represented somewhere in the US.
We all think of French wine as very regional, right? But cuisine is also very regional in France. What kind of cuisine do you make here?
I'm come from Bordeaux, so it's more like southwest cuisine. We use duck, of course. Duck is very important, and foie gras. Sometimes we can go north. We don't have borders in here. We don't work with borders. It can be from anywhere. What I love about Mark is that he loves the word revisited, meaning he will make it kind of like lighter and a new version of it. When I move in this country, I discover different flavor. I want to keep the main roots of the dish, but I want to just twist. Growing up in a small town somewhere in France, you know what we grew up with? Family, friends, food, and it's all about sharing.
Yeah.
Our clientele, they all love France. They want to spend a little time in France before going on vacation, or they want to remember how it was over there.
Mais mon ami m'a dit hors de question qu'on ait un cheval à la maison. Hors de question qu'on ait un cheval à la maison.
Some of them, they know even more than us, to be honest. And it's challenging. That's why it's good. They know about food. They know about wine. They know about service. They know about decor. They know everything.
You're challenged by your clientele, which is so great.
Yes, I love it.
To be in that position that you have people coming in who will maybe correct you on some things.
Of course.
Yeah.
They correct me. I love it. Then I check to see if it's true. Sometimes it's not true.
Tonight, Petit Bouchon is hosting a very special wine dinner, pairing each of the 7 courses with Chablis, a Chardonnay from the Burgundy region of France.
We do at least twice a month a dinner like this. The goal is to represent the French culture, is to represent French tradition. We are the embassy of France. If we don't represent it here, where are we going to represent it? Cocktail reception, we start with a Saint-Brie.
As general manager, Max Jacquet oversees every aspect of the dining experience, from greeting and serving the guests on a sharp timetable to lighting and technical needs.
Allô. No. For the 5th course, cheese is the one on top. We just bring them down. We make sure we have bread. 80 bolitas, no?
Yes.
Tomo la bolita?
95.
Okay, very nice.
The term general manager doesn't begin to cover like Max greets you, Max serves you.
Even loves you.
Oh,
my
see,
God, it's amazing.
Yeah, there's your American accent.
Tonight, guys, is the final. No place for mistakes. I am Ronaldo, by the way. You choose your player, but I am Ronaldo. Amazing. We are like brothers, we are family, we go to war together.
I feel like food and wine are the forgotten parts of diplomacy.
When the chef is sick, it's a catastrophe for the ambassadors.
You're changing the world one appetite at a time. Yeah. You're cooking for 38 people. That's a lot. How do you feel? 7 courses. Yeah. Okay.
14, 15, 15.
Okay, ça a changé. C'est 7, 8.
The first wine you have in the glass. It's a Chablis Saint Clair.
Après, c'est 15.
Okay, let's go back. 6. In the society where we live in, we are so focused on image, and it should be more about sharing one moment. Let's share, guys. If you don't share it, we are going to lose it. When we have someone at the table, we know that it might be the first and last time we meet with them. What do you have inside? What do you have in your soul? What do you have in your heart? What do you have in your mind? Give it, share it. Go with the flow. Go with the atmosphere. Go with the music. Go with the wine. Go with the food. We have so many bad moments. What about we make it just positive and we share?
Pour a glass of water at home. Let's all cheers together.
Be careful.
And the ice.
So you want to visit Petit Bouchon. We don't blame you. Visit lecafedescartes.com, fill out the form, wait up to 6 weeks, and if you pass the embassy's security clearance, you'll receive a card. Then you can make a reservation. Enjoy your lunch in France.
All right, and the looks in the industry will be, some of them will have baking and pastry orientation, some of them will have a culinary orientation, but the goal is just to have you look at different opportunities, okay? We're going to be focusing on our competency. Our focus this week is on measuring, okay? And so we'll get into that here shortly. I've already went over the grade distribution and yeah, so let's go ahead and jump forward to what we're going to do today. I want you guys to pull your Chromebooks out, and I'm going to go ahead and walk around. When your team all has, you want to go to Google Classroom, go to View Your Work. When your whole team has their grades open, I want you to raise your hand, and I'll come over to your station, and I'll review your grades with you, all right? I want to do a little bit of coaching right now because the tension point of failing, right, is starting to become real as we get more assignments, and I want to do a little bit of individualized coaching. So I'll do this, and then we're going to get into the Chef of the Week activity, a learning activity that we do for the semester, and then we will wrap up for the class period. All right, so again, for those of you who need to complete an assignment, keep working on that. The rest of you can help facilitate this next project. So want to give you a reminder about the grading cycle in my class, right? Now that we're sort of to it now, right? The early part of the week, I lecture. Then we do the lab for baking and pastry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, we do assessment. For culinary, okay, culinary students, we do lecture on Monday. I do demo and tasting on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday lab, Friday assessment, okay? Everything's due on Friday by 3 p.m. And then I grade everything. I try to grade it on Friday, but no later than Monday at 3 p.m. I will update your grades in Skyward, okay? So your grades are not up to date because like right now, today, I'm going to grade stuff that was submitted over the weekend. So I'll try to stay caught up on my grading, but it means the best place to check your grade, Finn, in my class is where? Yeah, the View Your Work tab in Google Classroom. Don't check your grade in Skyward because it'll only be updated on Mondays, okay? All right, I want to talk about the Chef of the Week, all right? So this is a required embedded curriculum, okay, that exists in the Culinary Arts program. We can either have a club in Career Technical Education curriculum or we can have an embedded leadership curriculum. And in this case, the alternative to the club is that we have it embedded in our coursework, okay? So the idea is we're going to create a Chef of the Week schedule today, okay? It's your individual responsibility to complete all 3 of the Chef of the Weeks by the close of the semester, not mine. You're going to create the schedule for this today, and you need to make sure you stay on task to complete these by the end of the semester. Only 1 student can be Chef of the Week at a time for each week unless you have 5 people at your station, which I don't think we do in this particular class. Right back in the corner. All right, yes, that is true. Thank you. Yes, so if you have 5 people, then you can double up for a couple of weeks to make sure everybody gets done. Consider the rhythm of your schedule. So what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and make sure, look at me really quickly. If I named 4 students, A, B, C, and D, then you need to go ahead and list on the schedule A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, okay? So everybody should do it at least 3 times. If you have 3 people at your station or even 4 people, you're going to find there's 2 extra weeks. You're going to create a Chef of the Week schedule from week 5 to week 18. Week 5 to week 18. Okay? Week 5 to week 18. Okay? So make sure the rhythm is A, B, C, D, and then A again. A, B, C, D. All right? Consider when a person is absent. So if student B was absent, student C can fill in, but you got to go change the schedule, okay? Because we want to make sure everybody gets an equitable access to completing the Chef of the Week 3 times. All right, I'm going to give you a quick overview video, and then I'm going to give you time, okay? For those of you who are moving ahead on assignments that you were missing, you should keep doing that, but also keep one ear to this. This is important to understand how you do the Chef of the Week. And actually, if you are working on an assignment, just hit pause for a moment and pay attention to the closest screen. Hello, Battleground Culinary Arts students. This is Chef Fritz giving you an overview of the Chef of the Week applied learning activity that will take place every week of the semester here in all culinary arts courses. This is an opportunity for you to develop skills related to communication, problem solving, critical thinking, even conflict resolution if that presents itself during the learning experience. You'll notice that at the beginning of the semester, the first thing that we're going to do is take a couple minutes and ensure that you've created a schedule. I'll give you 10 minutes in class, and I'll give you that 10 minutes as soon as the video is over. Ensure that there's a schedule either created in Google Docs or Google Sheets that identifies the week. You'll notice on the right-hand side of the screen, every week in Google Classroom, every competency is identified with the week, the day that starts for that particular week. So if you selected the week 11-8 for rice cookery, you would need to then put that in your Google Sheet or Google Doc and assign a name on your team that particular week for being Chef of the Week. So you'll use the Google Classroom platform as a place to resource the dates and the competencies, and then you'll simply assign names to who is going to be the Chef of the Week for that particular assigned competency and week. Each student is required to complete the Chef of the Week learning experience 3 times throughout the semester. It is your responsibility to ensure that you have completed it 3 times. At the close of the semester, I will grade these. This is the only assignment that won't be graded until the close of the semester, but I'll grade them. And if you do not have them completed by the last week of the semester, you'll receive a 0 on this particular learning experience. Again, it's important for you to drive the completion of this on a weekly basis. We have an estimated 13 weeks remaining in the semester from when we start the Chef of the Week learning experiences. And so if you're a team of 4, each student will complete it 12 of those 13 weeks, a total of 3 times each student, again, totaling 12 times. If there's 5 students on your station, then you need to double up a couple of weeks to ensure that every student has an opportunity to complete it 3 times. If you have a team of 3 or 2, it's important to just ensure that you've completed it 3 times for the semester. Okay, so I'll give you 10 minutes to go ahead and complete the schedule and show it to me. And again, I want to encourage you to use Google Classroom as a guide for your dates and competencies to ensure you understand who is responsible for what and when. The Chef of the Week learning experience and these assignments are located under the Classwork tab in Google Classroom. You'll scroll all the way down to when we're past every unit learning experience. Right here at the bottom, after week 19, you'll see a Chef of the Week applied leadership. Okay, this is, again, a required learning experience at the state level for us to have an embedded leadership component within the class. So you'll click on, let's just say, Chef of the Week number 1. You'll go ahead and click on the assignment, and you'll go ahead and complete it. You'll notice sometimes the template, the slat, doesn't show up. Just hit make a copy if it's not there. If it is there, you're good to go to proceed forward. I'm making a copy of the slat for this particular Chef of the Week learning experience. I'm going to go ahead and click on the slat, open it up. I'm going to insert my image on the cover page, just a headshot of myself along with my name. I'm going to go ahead and read the directions of what I'm responsible for. The Chef of the Week is responsible for leading and inspiring professional, collaborative, and organized learning-centered behavior with peers throughout an effective, oh my gosh, I butchered that. Responsible for leading and inspiring professional, collaborative, and organized learning-centered behavior with peers through effective communication and accountability so team members can be fully engaged with the achievement of learning targets, facility equipment care, and time management. Okay, that is a round sentence, but that is what the Chef of the Week is ultimately responsible for. Each student is required to complete 3 Chef of the Week leadership activities during the semester. Each team is responsible for creating and managing a schedule for this leadership activity. The Chef of the Week report will be part of the projects portion of the grade, and you are expected to be compliant and focused on completing this with a high level of effort, okay? And again, each student is required to complete it 3 times by the close of the semester. You manage that experience yourselves as part of your team. If a student doesn't show up for a particular week, it's important for you to adjust the schedule and have somebody backfill for that student. Yeah, I can't. It really is important, especially if you have 5 people. If somebody's absent on for baking a pastry, if they're absent on, Tuesday or Wednesday, somebody's got to fill in. Okay, so somebody fills in, you change the schedule, and then that person will be at. They're just going to switch places on the schedule. So it's important to stay on schedule. I will grade these every third of the semester. So I'll grade one of them in 5 weeks from now. I'll grade the first one because everybody should have had an opportunity to complete it in the 5th week of the semester from here forward. So week 10, I'll grade the first one, and then week 14, I'll grade the next one, and week 18, I'll grade the last one. Okay. You're going to insert just a couple of pictures or videos to demonstrate quality assurance. Inspect the food, equipment, and supplies and verify quality and quantity and report any discrepancies. And one thing I want to draw your attention to, I've changed the formatting and made it a little bit easier, but the directions are always on the top of the screen. Everything that I give you always has directions. Discrepancies to myself. So you're going to simply look at your ingredients, do an overview, take a picture or video, and submit 2 different pictures that basically ensure that the quality of the food and the equipment is in operating order, are taken care of. Then we're going to move from quality assurance to sanitation. And again, ensuring that teammates are washing their hands on a regular basis, at least 2 pictures or videos submitted. Food safety, ensuring proper handling, cooling, labeling, and storing of food. Again, you're going to take 2 pictures or videos to evidence that. Environmental stewardship. This is we had the guest lecture here for 2 days at the beginning of the semester. It's important to consider how we're recycling and repurposing cardboard, cleaning cans, throwing the lids away properly, cleaning the glass appropriately. In this instance, what I might do is go ahead, and if this was my slat, I would go ahead and I'll give you an example of how to insert the picture. So I'm going to insert a picture from my computer. I've got a folder on my desktop that's for Chef of the Week, and I'm going to go ahead and insert the picture right here onto the slide. So environmental stewardship, I've got some plastic recycling here, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and insert another image from my computer. I'm going to go ahead and show that I'm washing the jar prior to recycling it. Those would be 2 good examples of how I am paying attention to stewardship and the environment and evidencing that at our station as part of our learning experience. Moving ahead, we've got kitchen station management, where you're going to take pictures evidencing the countertop and table were wiped down and sanitized. Sinks are wiped down and clean of any food particles. Cabinets and drawers are organized and equipment is stored in the correct location. Station is stocked with the appropriate level of paper towels, Ziploc bags, food, storage containers, and soap. And the countertop, again, wiped down at the end of class. So at the beginning of class, ensuring it's clean, and at the end of class, ensuring it's clean. Communication and teamwork. You want to facilitate a discussion with your team. Maybe you take a picture of you having this discussion and make some notes here. 2 sentences is what you're looking for concerning your communication, teamwork, and task distribution for the week, and determine what might be done differently, right? 2 sentences there. And then a final self-reflection that deals with how did serving and leading as the Chef of the Week assist you in developing your leadership skills? Again, 2 sentences as part of that required reflection. You can embed your pictures into the slides using any of these apps. Those are always encouraged. And as well, you could use just simply your photo gallery on your iPhone or Android to take those pictures. This basically concludes the overview of the Chef of the Week learning activity. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Happy cooking and happy leading. Okay, so when you are Chef of the Week, one of the things that I like to do is to know who is Chef of the Week every day when we're in labs, so I can ask that person to come up and see who they are. So it's a requirement when you're Chef of the Week to wear a chef coat. Okay, the chef coats are located in the back room to the across the way from the washer and dryer to the right of the refrigerator in the back room. And so the idea is that you use the chef coat during class. So long as it's clean, you'll put it back in the drawer. You won't just throw it in the back room. Otherwise, they take points away for that. So make sure it gets put back in the right location. I wash the chef coats once a week. So that's not an issue there, but it is important that you wear it when you're Chef of the Week, so I know who the Chef of the Week is. And I gave you an example of what the Chef of the Week should look like. So you'll see here, this is Chef of the Week number 1. Here's the number 2, and here's the number 3. So there's a video you always view, and you make comments on the video. And then I've changed the formatting a little bit. You just insert the pictures. You click on the, if I move out of this, you're going to see these boxes, and you're just going to attach the picture that you took with your Chromebook. So you'd move through food safety, sanitation, hygiene, environmental stewardship. And then this is important. On the kitchen station organization, I'm looking for your station to be organized. Okay, I'm not looking for just pictures of your station, and I'm not looking for pictures of your lab. Okay, I'm looking specifically for the kitchen to be reset and organized so that it can be used for the next period. All right, and then a quick reflection, and you're done. Okay, and you can see here, Dana, she made comments here. This is an example. All right, she posted food safety and hygiene or handling pictures. She posted sanitation and hygiene pictures, environmental stewardship pictures. Let me know that it was her by her face being in it. And then station organization, this is what we're looking for. Okay, showing me that your station is put back together. Okay, and you don't have to do, really, if every lab does this, then your station will be organized by the end of the day. Okay, so it's important that we're all doing this so that the stations stay organized. And then quick reflection. What I want you to do now is you're going to go to Google Classroom in your Chromebooks. You're going to create a schedule together. All right, collaborate on what the schedule is, but everybody has to have it open because everybody's typing it into their own template. Okay, and you're going to submit this. This is a graded assignment. So I want you to go to the Chef of the Week Applied Leadership. It's about 90% down in the classwork tab. You're going to go all the way down, create the schedule, and submit it. All right, and I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do this. Okay, so basically we should have wrapped up submitting our Chef of the Week schedules, and I'm going to give you the remainder of the class period here just to work on any outstanding assignments. So if you dropped into that F zone, you need to work on those outstanding 2 or 3 assignments and bring those grades back up. And then I will do grading again this afternoon to reflect an updated grade in Google Classroom. Okay, I'll do another update in Skyward on Monday of next week.